Hello everyone, my name is Mayank Verma and I'm back with another Power BI project video. This one is another special one. If you have not seen other projects, please do see before we jump onto this one. This one, a lone default Power BI project, and the backend is, I'll just quickly mention. Alright, little slow here. So I'm using Notion to make this. Yeah, this one. So the backend here is uh, Power BI data flow to Power BI. All right, this should be reflected soon. And what? So basically, these are the different three pages that I have, and this is something that you can see here. This is a working embedment, embedded Power BI report. I'll quickly take you to the Power BI service and show you in my workspaces. I have another workspace for data flows. What I why I'm use data flow is pretty interesting. Is basically, a data flow is like a collection of tables managed in the Power BI service. Basically, the key important points are it's a reusable ETL logic, and it's cloud based, and it's a common data model. Basically, if let's say if 5 or 10 engineers and a team of engineers like my team is working on a problem and a data set, and not everybody is going to clean the data separately, it's not efficient. So we will just clean, do the ETL process and have everything stored at one singular source of truth. That is going to be the data flow, and then we can all make different reports based on that data. So and of course we can have scheduled refreshes and everything. So it's more of a centralized preparation for the large teams, and separating the heavy transformations done on Power BI desktop. It's going to be everything done on the Power BI side, on the cloud side. So if you see here, this is the data flow. I am using scheduled refreshes as well. So this is like, you can see how many times it got completed, it got failed and everything. I'll just quickly refresh this as well. You can see the data is refreshing. This is the report that we made, and this is like the semantic model. So this is going to be the common thing that's going to be there. And if we open it, we can see, we can do all the transformations here. It's like it's showing us this is the table, and we can edit the table, we can do all sort of transformations that we do in Power BI. We can schedule some refreshes here from this option. Incremental refresh can also be turned on. So all these big options are there that we can use. Quickly jumping to our PBIX file. So basically this is how, for a company that is disbursing loans, needs to have an overview of. Then we have applicant demographics and the financial profile of the different applicants who are applying for the loan, and the financial risk matrix, of course, is there. Not a lot of slices that I wanted to have here. Just a new AI option, the decomposition tree. It's a ribbon chart and pretty sleek about the greens and reds. All right. So few of the interesting points that we noticed here was the highest loan default overview was, home loans dominated most, and the default trends were mostly by the unemployed individuals, almost 4%, while the full employed had the full-time employees because they have the means to pay the EMIs. By year, the peak default rates were observed in 15 and 16, and then the improvement came in 17. Applicant demographics were the low credit score applicant took larger loans. Adults borrowed more loans than other age groups, and of course, the bachelor's degree holders were the largest share of the loan. Uh, so basically, yeah, we did this on like how many different type of purposes: home, business, education. These are the different kind of loans the company is disbursing. Was it to full-time, self-employed, part-time, unemployed, or what was the default rate? Like 3.39% was the highest, and then uh, average. So adults were taking the highest loan. This is the average loan and the default rates. So everybody was paying pretty much everything um, in a good way. Only 11.5% was a default rate. And default rate is something that how many people were failing to pay the EMIs, right? And then it went high in 15 and 16 is because of different market conditions that we can study and get more details about. In the second page, we had like the median loan by credit score. So this is something that I probably made a credit score, credit score wins. Yeah. So I made bins for that. Based on the credit score, I divided everything into different bins. Okay. Um, the average loan amount based on the age groups and marital status. Basically, this will give the company the insights they have to take the decisions on, like which segment of the people we have to target to be in a better position to get back our loans, as well as those people we have to target who are taking loans and have the means to pay the EMIs, right? The total loan by adults, by the score bins. These are the has dependent or not, total by education type, bachelor's, the highest PhDs are not taking that much of loans, so we can understand like if they are a PhD, they are not really our key customers. Then this is the year-on-year loan amount change. We see that in 15, 16 it was down, 15 it was rising, in 17 it was again down. Though people will started paying in 2017, and these are different uh, statuses that we can see on which the default amount stands for. So coming back to the age groups, I had like made a DEX query like if who I'm treating as adult is something that I only got age. So basis of the age less than 99 is teens, less than 39 um, adults, and less than 60 is like basically middle-aged adults, and then senior citizens. This can be modified as per the company policy that we have to go through, and then we have uh, income bracket as well. How much are they uh, earning, and then we can categorize those them. And then this one, yeah, bins, credit score bins, and we can see probably in transform data. Um, I think we did this in the text side, but should be visible. Yeah, so credit score bins are visible here in the table view. Overall, this is everything that is needed for your inquiry and for the company to take the decisions. Took considerable amount of efforts to make all these KPIs. Uh, I hope you liked it. Thank you very much.